Hello, this is the ZNR podcast.
Yes, it is.
And
What's up, guys?
This is Zach and Raymond. I'm Raymond.
I'm Zach.
And we're here to just overall give value by talking about the most impactful experiences that we're aware of, that people are happening in our own, and just having a good time. So,
especially with life in 2021, I think just a lot of people are now reflecting on themselves.
Definitely.
With just more of their life at pause with close down of everything. But I think it's just important to just talk about physical health, mental health. We want to touch up on relationships in 2021. How interesting that can get.
Yeah,
at times.
Yeah, with relationships in the corona season, a lot of people wondering if you gotta get the vaccine before you even make out with a new girl, new guy. It's just a lot of variables. A lot of people having trouble commuting,
I don't want a girl that's vaxxed, honestly.
Well, okay.
Just kidding.
That's how Zach feels.
No, I don't know. I don't know. Just for me, not getting too into it right now, but I don't know. I sort of rely on just working out, healthy food, and just good meditation, good prayer, good inner peace. But I don't know. There's a lot of shit happening, so it's interesting to see it all unfold.
Yeah. So we're also talking about emotional, mental health, drive, motivation for life, and social influence, because we all know what's going on social media right now, and it's a showdown for your fucking brain, and your fucking eyes, and your fucking heart. So
you just compare yourself, and you just see how social media is just marketing. It's not even the real shit. It's just shit that people want to post out, and if you're always just comparing yourself and just seeing how staged and fake shit is, it's just, I don't know. You gotta look at social media in a different lens, and you see your real life and how you compare yourself, to it.
With social media, it's always interesting to see how people change their behavior from what you'd expect them to do, but it's because shit gets confusing, man. Yeah. It's what do you post? Am I supposed to post what I want to post? Am I supposed to post what they want me to post? Am I supposed to do something? It's
and people get so caught up, people get so caught up with followers and likes per everything, and so
forget what you're doing out here.
You're so materialistic and caught up on shit that doesn't even matter, make sure your parents' health are good, make sure your family's good, make sure
it's because it's a ranking system. It's like a hierarchy, you only got this many likes.
Yeah.
So now,
or if you have a blue check mark on Instagram.
It's now you matter more.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that people earn that, and I one day will earn that as well. And I'm sure Zach will earn that.
Yeah.
And that's due to work put in.
But it's not a goal oh yeah, if I don't have a verified check mark, or
I mean, some people have shitty. I would say as an ultimate goal, I think people have that on the ladder to success,
Yeah.
Okay. But I understand what you're saying. So you're saying pretty much that people, to aspire to just be someone standing in people's faces is the error. How would you say it?
It's just more of saying I'm better than you, egotistically. We're just, it's not even, it has no real value. I mean, it's just credibility, I guess, but also too, people that make a living off of social media and marketing, and just stuff like that. But just to be so materialized on just, I don't matter if X, Y, and Z on social media. It's like, I don't know. I've probably came across too many people, the old social circles that I used to like hang out with. These people are just like, oh, likes and followers, likes and followers. I'm just like, dude, that shit doesn't matter. I remove my way from people that are like that. It's just like, there's no purpose of it. No real value that's gonna help someone in their actual life. No.
Just on its own.
Yeah, spending the time.
Yeah, it's like a badge. It's like the Boy Scout who learns the skills and gets the badges. But the important thing is that you learn the skills. It's not the badges.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. All right. Well, what do you think that the advantages of social media influencing are? And do you feel like everyone should try to be that, or do you feel like everyone already is that, and we're just thinking that it's like a celebrity when really it's just a platform for people to speak?
Like what are you saying? He's spitting your eyes out. No.
Yeah. What I'm saying is.
Like re-say it again.
What I'm saying is, do you feel like, with this whole topic of what we're saying of social media influencers and how the badge is not what's important, do you feel like the badge can amplify someone who has good intentions?
No, because I just feel like if you're on social media, you have either two purposes: to be entertained or to sort of be like someone you're not, or someone just building the brand. But to me, I just feel like people shouldn't want to lust for that. Like, I don't think it's bad that people are influencers. I don't think it's bad for people that sort of make their content based on for money. But I just don't feel like it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get that too, but it's not like I wake up every day, it's like, oh, I'm verified, you're not, or you're not verified, you don't mean as much,
Yeah, I feel you. Shit. So I think that social media influencing has a position when you're really helping people or hurting people, just because it's all about relevance. If you show that you have what people care about, or that you've mastered it, people are gonna pay respect to that. And the frustration comes from people want to have some results to show for themselves on social media before they start speaking.
Yeah.
But
because they feel like if
someone else got $30 million doing the same thing that they're doing, it's going to make them not want to say as much if they're playing the comparison game.
Yeah.
But if they're just trying to help people, they'll be able to just say it.
Yeah.
Because it's not about what someone else is doing. It's about how to improve. So I think that the comparing in social media...
Oh, dude, that shit's toxic.
That's the pitfall.
Yeah. That shit's toxic, like, even, like, everyone, I'm not the first to admit, everyone, like, we wake up and go throughout our day, and we're like, oh, this person's doing this at this age, or they posted this, and it's just like, all right, well, why should I even compare myself to? It's just that, it's that bad thought just circling through your head, like, of like, you're not good enough or whatever. And honestly, I've taken like weeks off of social media where I just needed to clear up my mind. It was just consuming me. It was consuming my time. It was consuming my thought process with like subconsciously not even noticing it. Like the way I was interacting with other people and the things that I would say and post. I'm just like, that shit is so stupid.
Yeah, because it's like makes you feel inadequate if you don't know where your power really is. Because the power is in that no one is you. And so when you know who you are and you just do you to a strong degree, people are going to listen with momentum when you focus on helping them too.
Yeah.
And that's it. Easy deal. So, that's it for social media influence for now. Let's talk about these relationships, man.
Fuck, dude.
Let's talk about these relationships.
Relationships,
bro. Relationships, the craziest shit, because it's like,
love can make you blind.
Yeah.
You question a lot of things before going into a relationship.
Like what? You question, like, you know,
Is this gonna work out?
Cheat on me and shit?
Can I trust this person?
Yeah.
Are they not gonna fuck me over?
I'm wasting my fucking time right now?
Like say for example, for me, I found someone that, you know, we both sort of talked on and off for, and then we actually started dating, but then I couldn't trust that person. That person couldn't trust me. And it became toxic, and I was just like, you know what, this isn't it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Had to bounce, you know, it was a mutual feeling, but also too, it ended pretty toxically. And in relationships, like, you gotta find someone that makes you better. And if you don't, you're gonna be wasting your time with someone that is honestly just not making you a better person. Two individual people, one relationship. No.
Yeah. Instead of one parasite.
Yeah, instead of just one person feeding off the other person, you know.
For sure. I think that in life, it just takes the skill. If you want quality anything, you gotta be able to look in the face of yourself and the category and the results you're getting, and have some courage to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Because that shit's scary.
Yeah.
But more you do it, less scary it gets. Pretty soon, you're a savage. And you're a fucking boss. So that fear, get over it. Feel it. And then you just work with it. Like, just fucking, some dude cuts you off in traffic. Like, that's what the fear feels like. Alright, yeah, cut me off in traffic. What am I going to do? Let me just fucking go around. Like,
move on.
Yeah, it's like, it's over.
Yeah.
It is what it is. What are you going to do? Like, shit.
I think most people get in relationships I think people rush into getting in relationships rather than, like, actually really getting to know that person.
So why do you say rush instead of what do you feel like the proper approach is, if that makes sense?
Well, proper approach could be different for different people. My approach on how I turn a girl from someone I either meet in person or I see on social media that's obviously hot, beautiful. She doesn't attract me physically. I'm not gonna, that's how everyone is. If they don't catch you by the eye, then it's harder to see, like, who they are, behind, the image that they're just giving out. So
yeah.
I mean, for me, I like to, like, take a few months of just talking. Like, maybe, like, going out, like, here and there, but nothing serious.
So, because you're focused on what do you want out of the relationship? I feel like that's important in, like, the approach, because, like they say, one night stand, that's just like, you don't care about.
No.
There's less.
There's no future.
Yeah, it's like, alright, she has the attitude,
or
he has the attitude, whatever, male or female, then doesn't matter as much as if, like, I'm gonna live with this person for decades.
You don't say that after you guys smash,
No, but I'm saying, like, in a short-term relationship, you don't care as much, you don't put in as much work. But when you understand that it's long-term, you treat it that way.
Well, I feel like if you're saying a short-term relationship, you mean a one-night stand, or are you saying?
Yeah, or, like, you're just, like.
I don't even think that's a relationship. That's just a hookup.
Well, yeah, but even people who they'll spend, like, a month or two together, like.
After
one of them kind of just messing around with the other one,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you notice that you're being manipulated because it's like business, like.
It is business.
Yeah, is business is life, you know? Are you going to do something for me, and what am I going to do for you back? And that's it.
Yeah, what's the transaction, what's the currency, you know?
There's emotions in it, obviously, but that's the mechanism. So with relationships too, you know, it's like, it's uncomfortable. So fuck it. I mean, if you're feeling like you're withdrawn, you're fucking void of your power because you're in a relationship, then they're just overextending, or you're overlending, and you got to balance out and understand what is the transaction. You're giving what for what? You're giving more than you're comfortable with for what? Is anything worth that? And if they're giving you something, is that worth that? If it's not, then correct it, you know?
Yeah. Because some people, they sort of fake themselves into thinking they're in love, you know, when they're in lust for over one specific thing of that person, you know, and they confuse it with love. You know, like what you're saying, like if, I don't know, someone's giving more time and effort, and the other person obviously is doing it on purpose, not, you know, it has an underlying, you know, like, I don't know, objective or mission or purpose of not to be with that person, you know, just communicate. Just be honest. I found the most, like, the best hookups and the best of communication with girls of just being straight up honest with them.
Because that's
it just cuts the bullshit. It just cuts the bullshit, you know.
And that doesn't mean that you can't be romantic. It doesn't mean you can't bring flowers and say nice things. It just means that there's no confusion on who you are. Yeah. You know, and what you want out of the situation. So that's the major important thing, because that's where people get hurt, when they feel confused and like manipulated. So just be aware of how you're influencing people, because they may feel like you're manipulating them if you don't just give them the communication that they deserve for the role that they're playing in your life.
If someone feels like they're being manipulated, trust issues, boom.
Yeah, you know.
and then that ruins the connection. That puts so much stress on the relationship. And any type of connection, any type of relationship you have with anyone, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like most people don't understand how important it is for effective communication and honesty, on how that itself I've had to learn the hard way.
Effective communication?
Yeah, of just explaining yourself and giving the facts, rather than just trying to beat around the bush and bullshit.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's hard to do if it's toxic. Yeah. That's the way to identify if the relationship is toxic. So toxic means that there's not a harmony between the partners, but that doesn't mean that can't be arranged. Just know that either there's toxicness within yourself, which means a disconnection with yourself, and disconnect itself means, like, let's say I need to eat more and I'm not eating enough because I feel like I'm overweight. Well then, if the fact is that I need to eat more, then I'm going to have to just face the reality. And I don't know, what do you think?
Of, like, just pushing away the truth?
I'm saying, like, kind of lost my train of thought for that last topic, but I don't know. Do you feel like we're done with relationships in 2021? That's pretty good, but what else is going on? I mean, there's a lot of cheating going on. It's hard to...
Well, I think it's just how easy it is to access to communicate with other people, you know?
It's just really test loyalty in terms of... There's just... there's plenty of ways of hiding things from your partner, to be honest.
Yeah.
You could hide everything from your partner. And it's being done.
Yeah.
Partners are hiding shit.
Dude, so that happened with me, 2018? I thought I was in a committed relationship for, 7, 8 months. Nope. My most recent relationship that ended, didn't know she had a private Snapchat.
What I'm saying,
Didn't
bro.
didn't know she had a separate Instagram. And it was nothing clean for the relationship to have. It was very trust issues and just catching her red hand like, yo, I have video off of my phone looking at your phone, so you didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I see this bullshit, and it's just like, no, I can't do that.
I feel you, bro. Because it's not even the fact of her having it, it's the fact of her hiding it. And they're not even being
dude, she's in a relationship. Dude, you don't do that.
Saying.
Like, if I did, if a guy did that to a girl, two girls would be flipping out.
Well, that's true,
yeah.
But also now the industries are changing, and I feel like for sure she was wrong to hide it and to disagree with the relationship that you guys had. I agree. But I feel like there's a new breed of relationships emerging now for those people who are invested in like OnlyFans, as an income source. Because a lot of people are doing it. And
I will never date a girl that does OnlyFans. Never.
I feel you. And
I don't know. That's like, bro, like Raymond, would you honestly date a chick?
Well, I'm not.
That is willingly okay. That's not her only stream of income.
Okay, for it depends because it's too vague. Like OnlyFans in terms of like
she's posting nudes for money.
I personally don't want a relationship in that fashion, but I understand how other people are interested because there are couples who do that together, do that separately. They have their own balance. They feel good about that. That makes them happy. But that's not me.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah.
But I respect it as long as they're not, imposing harm on people and like. Treachery, Like,
but for me, like we're talking about relationships, OnlyFans.
Well, relationships is like
it's the deceit.
It's the deceit. Yeah. If you're being deceived, you're being deceived, and that's it. I don't care if it's.
But OnlyFans is made for literally girls for webcamming.
Well,
literally.
Or because look, fucking what's his face? Tyga, he's got like OnlyFans, and like Blueface, I think has OnlyFans. Fucking, I don't know who else, but they have like channels that they made a lot of money off that, and I think it's just the platform for that nature of stuff, the sexual stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, let's just say for example, if a girl had an OnlyFans in the past.
Do you mind if I pour some of that in this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sheesh. All right, here we go.
What is it, cracking?
Yeah. Or it's the other one, the rum.
Rum.
Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounded good. It's not right if you don't have that breath after.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Girls that do OnlyFans, cool. Make money off of it, cool. It's just not my cup of tea, honestly.
Yeah.
But.
So what do you think the overall relationship theme is in 2021? I feel like it's communication and it's getting the bag because with the rent situation going on with Corona and just people struggling with employment overall, needing unemployment, it's like we just need people who are focused on bettering their own lives and just doing their best. Obviously,
Yeah.
a lot of people are in situations they're already in debt by default, just off the front, and that's, people inherit things like that. But as long as everyone's focused on bettering themselves, getting a little more knowledge, getting a little more awareness, going out meeting an expert, stuff, pushing.
So, just fine. Well, honestly, just be happy being single. And then just find someone that's at the same level as you, level up, build together. It's gonna take time, but honestly, just don't lower your standards. Don't just fall in love with someone just because.
Yeah.
Just because you're lonely.
And it's like because, a drug too. Yeah. It's like.
Oh, it's the dopamine. It's the.
Yeah.
It's the affection. It's the attention.
You can go crazy. It's like alcohol. Yeah. It's like, I like this alcohol in this way. Like, I can't be fucking drunk all the time.
24/7, 7 days a week.
Super drunk, Yeah. You gotta understand the purpose, and it's hard. That's what happens to alcoholics. They suffer too.
They just do it without critical thinking, and it just becomes a habit every fucking day.
That's the thing. You gotta manage yourself, overworking. There's all these standards, what's healthy, what's not. It's hard to say, because if you die at 80, if you die at 100, does that mean you're unhealthy if you died at 80 because you drank more, but you could have died at 100? It's like, it depends on you. Ultimately, fool, gotta be happy. Gotta understand what you're in the game for. It helps with the relationship. And that drives us into drive and motivation for life. So that's our next topic.
Drive and motivation for life. Shit. If you're not trying to be the best version of yourself, then you're not really growing. But...
What do you mean really growing?
Honestly, like, the only thing that can be measured is money. You can measure your happiness in a way, but, I mean, money isn't everything, but also, too, if you have more direction in life, more consistency and discipline in the things that you want, might as well live this life financially well. I mean, no matter what your circumstances are growing up, just know that there's so many resources, there's so much, time for you to make of what you want in life. Be motivated to be the best version of yourself, to do unrealistic things.
By other people's standards, of course.
Yeah, because society's always going to talk shit. You're going to talk shit on yourself. You're your best friend and your worst enemy. If you listen to all the noise in your head, you're not going to do shit.
Yeah. With drive, motivation for life, that's a deep topic, because that's pretty much what the game that we're in for. Social influence, relationships in 2021, that all comes down to drive and motivation for life, because...
It's like standards,
Yeah, that's the... Shit, it's the program for what you're doing on this planet, with this body. Because the brain, it is like the computer, and it's got programs running. So whatever is in there for that behavior slot, that's what you're going to do. That's end of story. And you can change it. There's a few people out there who are experts on that. Bob Proctor, Joe Dispenza, some savages in the industry.
Jordan Peterson. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a savage.
He has a lot of knowledge,
Dean Graziosi.
Tony Robbins.
Tom Bilyeu. Fucking all them boys. Tony Robbins.
Who's that one guy? No.
There's Brendan Burchard.
Jim
Rohn. Les Brown. We got. Zig Ziglar, Earl Nightingale. You got Napoleon Hill. There's a whole squad of motherfuckers out there who are trying to just give the humanity the tools, and they got loads of videos each.
Yeah, just free knowledge, free audio
Free.
on just fucking YouTube.
You know, like, so if you can afford internet, you can afford
like how are you listening to this podcast? Like, for me, like, starting out in like business, entrepreneurship, and learning it in high school, doing my own thing, and then just honestly self-education. YouTube was a good primary source.
Oh yeah, bro.
Paying for mentorship, actually, like, literally pay a couple $100, whether it was for an event, courses, or, you know, calling or whatever. But you gotta invest in yourself, and through that you'll find more tunnel vision for what your purpose in life is. Finding your purpose, it's pretty hard, but it's not as hard as it seems. You know, you just gotta figure out who you are, and, you know, do I want to be the best, or I want to stay mediocre.
I think the hard part about finding your purpose really is the ability to sit down and focus.
Yeah.
For an extended period of time to complete your thoughts, because in life you have thoughts and you got to complete that. You got to be able to put it together in a way that it all makes sense and that the end result is harmonious. Meaning that if your thoughts are all fractured, you're not going to be able to have an effective result out of it. For example, if your goal in life is vague, then you can't do something vague. Like, you can only do what you have chosen to do or that you've learned how to do. So, by giving yourself the time to focus and really say, this is exactly what I want. If anyone comes up to you at any point and says, what do you want in life? What are you saying? And if you don't know...
10 times out of 10 too. Not changing your direction every single day.
Yeah. So you gotta be able to have an answer. That's the number one. If you want to take one thing out of this podcast right now, know that if you cannot answer the question, what do you want out of life, within 6 seconds, within 15 seconds, then you're not operating at effective capacity to the degree that you are dreaming that you're capable of, because you are capable of it.
Yeah.
It's just you need to do a little more preparation when you're at home instead of going out and fucking around, or just put a little higher on your priority list before, let's say,
invest your time
Twitter scrolling, you know, just say, hey, you know what, I'm going to take an extra 5-10 minutes right now and really just see, what do I want in this aspect of my life? And just write, just notebook. That's it. And then you'll notice everything's easy because every action you do is hitting the target. You know, if you're putting your energy in the restaurant business and you're cooking all that and you're trying to be the best painter, it's like it could help, but really not, because what are you doing in the kitchen? You know?
Yeah, you're not perfecting your craft. You're not even investing the time in the things that you truly want. And sometimes, you know, like, people feel stuck. They're like, well, if I quit my job, then, you know, I don't know how to make money doing this and that. Like, just focus on the things that you want to make money as your passion. You know, start your side hustle. You're not going to get rich overnight. Many times, you know, I was like, okay, you know, like, this is going to work out for something. Project fails. People back out. Shit doesn't work out. I'm like, fuck. Back to square one. and that's a part of life. You know, you have to, if you know how to rebuild from square one in a situation, then that just makes you a stronger person in character. It makes you smarter in life. And it just helps you out in life skills, you know. The more challenges you have, the harder it is, but also too, you're gonna be able to overcome anything that you haven't, everything that you've already faced, and then the new challenges come, just take those skills and build from it, you know. Like
Exactly.
just focus in, like Raymond, for music on you, you know, you found music to be your passion, what, elementary school?
Yeah, 7th grade. But
Middle
5th grade,
school?
I started even considering. I didn't even care about music till 5th grade, and then 7th grade, I was like, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm a rapper. I'm fucking
Focus
gonna make
on
a lot of
music.
money.
Yeah.
Gonna help my family. Gonna help the world. I got a message, and we're cutting the fat, off the meat. That's it, and that's been the path. Anyone who knows me knows I've been hitting it.
Music. They associate music with Raymond.
That's it.
Yeah. Like for me growing up, like as a kid it was baseball. I quit baseball and then learning entrepreneurship, business and sales. And then I feel like my passion is just it's business, honestly. Creating a product, creating a service.
Having real impact in the global scale,
and
in the marketplace.
Creating something of like actual value, not just like posting a bunch of videos that are meaningless, you know, without an actual like direction of like or intent to educate people, or to actually invest my time, give my time to someone else for them to actually benefit from it. You know, not just going through the motions, not just bullshitting them.
Yeah, I feel you. So, for drive and motivation for life, what do you feel like is the number one obstacle people in 2021 are facing in terms of having the fulfillment for their drive and motivation for life? Because motivation for life, what does that mean? That means what?
Your focus, your
power source in your actions.
Yeah.
Like when you wake up, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna handle this.
I feel like you're saying driving motivation for 2021.
Yeah, what's the obstacle that people are having in that?
There's a lot of uncertainty because of
money, stocks are going crazy.
Well, for me, I sort of seen this like unfold, you know, bits by pieces. How the world's shaping in from 2020 to 2021. But I think just being certain in uncertain times. Let's just take it back to 2007, 2008.
Being certain of your capacity to overcome.
Yeah. Like
that's important.
Like if everyone knew how bad the stock market crash was in like 29, 30, 31, Great Depression era, then everything going through 2007, 2008, 2009, if you were to just figure out the patterns of life, you know, strong attitude, physically healthy, you know, and just know like, hey, I have skill sets to get through this, no matter how shitty it may seem. And just that fear and that voice in your head, you know, that's telling you don't do it, you're not good enough. I feel like that's the biggest thing that people are having trouble with. I struggled with that last year, off and on. Just like, all right, is this shit actually worth it? You know, like what I'm doing right now with my life, these people, whatever. And then losing two friends, you know, like it hit with my mental health and emotional health. But I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna die one day. I don't know when, but hey, every day till then, do the best that I can.
Yeah, every day till then, it's like
should it be today, tomorrow? Fuck, I don't know.
and the important thing with drive and motivation for life is to understand those emotions that are influencing your everyday behavior, because if you can choose what to think, then you can choose what to feel, because what you feel is like a downloaded version of what you think. So those thoughts, they repeat as long as you allow them, and then they become a sensation, which is an emotion. And that emotion contains the knowledge, but just in a way where your body's moved into action based on the knowledge. If you feel like someone's annoying, and then you just see them on the 10th day, you might just want to just punch them in the face. That's what I'm saying, because you're thinking, this motherfucker's annoying as hell. Like, I'm asleep him right now. You know? Like, fuck this fool. But then you realize, you're like, there's ways to operate the human mind. Like, for example, you don't fuck with this fool, but then you're like, you know what? I'm not sitting at peace with the fact that I'm hating on this guy right now. I know I'm getting annoyed by him, but
you either confront him straight up, or
you fix your shit, you fix your brain, because you don't know.
And if you're a hater, you're just a fucking hater.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. Because
if you're a hater, you're not doing anything with your life, and then you're just judging everyone else.
Yeah,
but if you just don't fuck with the person, just tell them. I mean, honestly,
I got a story for that, fool. Because fucking
perfect time
with Dean Graziosi, fool. At first time, I say fool as a joke. But just so the audience knows. But Dean Graziosi, I saw him on Instagram, like 2018, when I was working at UPS as a package handler, stacking. I got that 600 packages per hour for all my UPSers. I'm a fucking beast. I was shredded as hell, eating plates of the pasta when I got home for calories. Anyway, fucking Dean Graziosi Instagram ad, and I was like, oh man, like I had just gone out of the multi-level marketing, and there were some people who I was associating with that just made me unsure about the ultimate, possibility of business success in a sales way, and in a just, team recruitment sales way. So I see Dean Graziosi and I'm like, oh, it's another fucking sales ad.
Just someone that's annoying.
Just like, hey, but they're
like just all preppy, and just super corny.
Trying to get your attention to sell you some shit.
Yeah.
But then I was like, you know what? I identified I was a hater. I was like, bro, I didn't even hear what this guy had to say.
Like I didn't even. Guy.
Yeah, exactly. But that was because of those thoughts that I had, like I was talking about, had converted into feelings, and so it made me want to just leave the keep swiping
through,
and leave the ad. But my own character was saying, like, I know I'm a hater right now.
No.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
I have to give him the chance now. And so when I listened to what he said, I was like, this guy's spitting nothing but facts. Like, he hasn't said one lie yet.
No.
And just I ended up watching.
Sales for you. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but fucking, he was actually. Like I was like, dude, I fuck with this guy actually.
Like giving genuine information that you could
Service.
tell.
Yeah. Like, this motherfucker actually has something of value, and
that I could use in my daily life, or a thought process that's, oh shit, this is actually gonna help me.
Yeah, benefit me, the people around me, my family, and since I'm a musician and, putting myself out into the world, whoever sees it. So it's like, that's a powerful thing for him to do. And then I ended up buying his book, and then I bought another one for the homie. And it's like, that would have never happened if I was happy with being a hater. Or not if I was happy, but if I didn't have the ability to overview my performance in the moment and then translate into what I knew was the correct way.
No.
It's like, you know what, I'm fucking up. Shift that shit.
As I can even say, a few bodybuilders, like say on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, that like I follow for like advice or like just like different shit. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to hear this guy talk.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to pay attention to this person. And it could literally, like, I don't know, it'd be like the smallest, like, just the way that I don't know, they're talking. I'm like, dude, 10 seconds of this guy's fucking annoying.
Yeah, yeah.
Instead of actually listening to the information, I think just people, if people just listen more, if people just open their ears, close their mouths.
So what does that mean?
Yeah.
What does a person have to do to listen? Because if I say listen,
shut the
what
fuck up.
What are you actually doing? Like, because you're controlling your thinking at that point.
You're shutting the fuck up. You're closing your mouth. You're opening your ears.
Opening your ears. What does that mean? Does that mean
actually pay attention to the conversation that's happening? Because a lot of people.
So how do you know you're paying attention?
If you're actually let's just say me and you are talking about golf. Okay. We're not on our phones, but we're talking about golf. We're right here. And you're talking about golf. Let's just say we talk about Tiger Woods. And actually, real shit, he actually got in a car accident a few weeks ago or whatever.
Hope he heals.
Yeah, and let's just say I'm just like, oh yeah, well, what about tennis? And it's like so off topic, and it's just like, well, dude, if you're active listening, if you're actually paying attention, not like just, just being active, like communication. If you don't want to engage in that conversation, then just don't engage it. But I feel like if people listen more and understand that not every conversation that you disagree with emotionally, logically to yourself, trust me, there's some things that you'll see on the internet and you're just like, to yourself, you're going to be like, this person's a fucking idiot. Why the fuck would they do that?
Oh, yeah. I've had that plenty of times.
I would say one of the videos that got me pissed, I would say one of the videos that, that sort of got me triggered, was this lady, she was boarding with like her 6-month-old.
6-month-old?
Yeah, just less than a year old. It was a baby, and it wasn't jet skiing. It was like there's a boat going, and she was holding onto a rope. I don't know. I've never actually gone to the lake.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know if I have either.
I don't know. She was pretty much like not surfing, but like riding the waves with like a big board or whatever. And there's a lot of people on Instagram that are saying like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, what if you
with
just
the
fell?
baby?
Yeah, with the baby in her hands.
Okay.
So it's just the risking of her baby's safety, her physical health, all for I don't know what. The risk of reward of carrying a baby that's really fragile, having it on the boat, cool, but actually like holding it while you're riding waves on a boogie board or a little surfboard through waves that are created by the the boats.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, I was just like, that doesn't make sense. Like what a fucking idiot. But also too, I mean, it's if you can't do anything about that situation, not just
why invest
ignore
your emotion?
Yeah. Why invest your emotion, your time into it? Because then that's gonna stress you out. And that's the thing. I've dealt with overstress, overthinking.
Yeah.
That shit kills.
Cause you gotta prioritize it. It's like, all right, you disagree with this lady, and it makes sense, but the event is over, and you already know that other people on social media have let her know the same point that you feel. So at that point, think about the function of what you're doing. And I know you already know this, but I'm just saying, for people overall, it's like you feel this way too. You feel angry because there is a drive inside of you to correct the action and punish her if you disagree. Maybe you want to learn how she feels. I don't know. But there's an emotion. And so if your approach has already been represented, then you might want to save your breath if you feel like you're just venting on her, because at that point you're bullying someone. Because in a relationship, we call that toxic behavior. On social media, we call that fun.
Entertainment?
Yeah, and okay and like valid? No, because if there's a mistake in a relationship and I keep telling my girlfriend like, oh, why'd you talk? Why'd you reply to the DM? Why'd you reply to the... And it's like, bro, I've been telling her for 4 months about the DM. It's like, I am the toxic one. You know, so
was this actually something that happened?
No, I'm just saying like how that does happen in relationships. Like people bring up stuff from the past, but it's like I fucking know. So it's like at a certain point, when are you just a fucking douche, and when are you actually providing a solution to the issue that you are mad about?
But here's the thing: what if your girl was honestly like just talking random dudes, replying back to the DMs, the same emojis, the same format she would talk to you, and you're just like, I don't think you'd be toxic to tell her like, yo, like that makes me feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, no way.
2, that puts trust issues, and 3, you know, if it's gonna keep going, that I can't be with you.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. I agree, but what I'm saying is that like that is the comparison I'm making in relationships to like a public error like on social media with like 70,000 retweets and shit. So to where the point of like that individual has already understood the repercussions, but then it's like continuously imposed to the degree of mental instability on the individual, which creates its own series of problems.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I don't even know how we got to this topic.
Social influence.
Alright, fool. Yeah. Alright, so that actually brings us to the next topic and the last topic of mental emotional health. So, alright, Zach, take us away. I don't know where it's going, but it's going.
So mental and emotional health, sort of touched up on it, but honestly, I'm like finding your drive and motivation. You gotta find the things that are gonna make you happy. If you get depressed, you're probably overthinking, and you're not doing your spirit, your conscious level. You're just.
So you feel like
yeah.
Here, finish your saying. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Like if you feel like you're out of alignment, then yeah, you're gonna feel frustrated. And then if you keep driving down on yourself and bad thoughts and bad, you know, ideas, more severe shit like suicide and like that edge of like depression. I've been there. I lost one of my friend last year, childhood friend to that. But it's like you really do have to surround yourself with good people, quality people too.
What do you feel like the effect is, or the effects are on your life? Like, let's say, is there a balance? Like is it like math? You know, plus 17, positive 17 influence, negative 3 influence, like balances out to positive 14? Or do you feel like everyone's got to have those qualities that you fuck with if you're going to spend any time with them? Do you feel like, you know, there's that one guy who's there, I could deal with that? Or do you feel like, you know what, I'll rather spend time with myself than in a situation that is not just going to benefit? I don't know. What do you think? Do you feel like there's room? Because it is a very critical point, but I understand the importance. It's very important to have good people around you.
Like, are you saying like this one time to hang out with this person?
Yeah, like what's your tolerance on saying like, all right, this guy, I cannot have this guy in my life, like, or this lady, this anyone, you know,
friend,
this group of people, like, man, it's gotta stop.
Honestly, yeah, if it's taken away, like, if you know people aren't meant for you, dude, just get them out of your life. like how.
So how do you determine that in a case of like, man, like, all right, you know, maybe you got in a disagreement with him, or you just really are like, man, this guy doesn't even have a goal for his life.
No, I just feel like your social influence, you know, if they're not sharpening you, like, you know, like there's just different people. Different people, you know, do have accountability of themselves. Different people don't. If I can't stand someone and it's like pissing me off and stressing me out, then just exit that person out of your life, because if you're just drained with your energy with the wrong people all the time, dude, that's not gonna help you out. And they could be your friends from elementary school, junior high, high school.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you about.
Like, for me, I had to realize when I got to high school, I was like, okay, a lot of different people, a lot of different behaviors, and a lot of different
groups.
times. Yeah. And it's like, okay, so I figured out some people treated other people differently around different people, and then I was just like, dude, that's shady as fuck, you know? Well, yeah, I've done it too, obviously. I'm human. Everyone does it. No one can ever say, you know, they've never
Even if
shit.
you catch yourself like, damn, I really did that right now. You know?
Yeah, like
3 seconds after you said something,
Yeah.
you're like, fuck, man.
Or dude, it may even take you weeks, months,
to realize.
even years, like, oh shit, you know, like, I was at fault for that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And it just comes with, like, I don't know, just awareness and conscious level.
It comes with character.
Yeah.
And wisdom comes with character too, I think, because you have character, you realize that no one asks you to help everyone, but you have what it takes to help everyone, and you can. And you're that good of a person to fucking leave some impact, you know?
Yeah.
Put some extra sauce in there.
Yeah.
You get rewarded for that here on Earth and here in business.
Yeah. And you just invest your time with the people that you really want to have long term.
Facts.
Because that's, if you invest your time with good people, your mental and emotional health is going to be a lot stronger.
And with that being said, too, you're going to have you for your whole life.
Yeah.
So make sure you're someone you could depend on. A way that I've been able to make that for myself from mentally unstable. I remember one time I was so panicked that I had to wake my mom up, like, because she was in the other room a couple years ago.
You're having a panic attack? Anxiety?
Yeah, panic attack, bro. Panic. Anxiety? I was like, I need help. I need someone to talk to, because this shit is too much.
Dude, that happened last year. I was renting a room last year, and my landlord, dude, I was stressed out about work, my relationship, my mental health. I was stressed out about living there. And I had a few anxiety and panic attacks. I'm like, I didn't really have anyone from, like, my family or, like, my friends where I could just, like, call up, like, right away at the moment, because I did shift my way of just people, and, like, the only person I really felt comfortable with was my girlfriend, but she's pissing me off. So my panic attacks, my anxiety attacks, why am I bringing that up? I talked to my landlord, she lived a room away from me. But then I felt like she didn't really give a fuck, when I was telling her, she's like, yeah, okay, go back to sleep. I'm like, well, fuck, okay, and then I just felt like lost my own problems even more. I'm just like, all right, try to talk to someone about it. They don't really give a fuck. Maybe it was just the wrong person to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, too, I mean, for me, fuck, dude. Like, for anyone, it's like...
In that situation, dude, my mom really did a service when I was panicking.
Yeah, like, talk it out with someone. Even if it's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, someone,
Even the YouTube comment section, bro. Like, you see people who are just reaching out,
Yeah.
They're just like, fuck, just lost my brother.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you could like it, you could fucking move your fingers for about 20 seconds and improve this person's life.
Yeah.
But will you?
Fuck, I have.
Yeah,
I've at least tried. Like, there's one dude I met over Instagram. He lived in Germany. This bodybuilder that I follow, shouted him out. Was like, yo, my man's going through cancer, he's a bodybuilder, young, he was like 19, 20, whatever, and I messaged him, I was like,
young lad.
Yeah, I messaged him, I was like, yo, what up, keep fighting, and then I saw his message, and I liked it, didn't reply to it, forgot about it, I was gonna reply, it was working, forgot about it. A few weeks later, I see the bodybuilder post that he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck. I was like, well, I wasn't the cause that he had cancer.
Mm-mm.
And I wasn't like his life depended on a message from me, for him to survive. But just knowing the fact that I was like, dude, I could have had at least one more communication, one more conversation with that person.
Yeah.
And then and then it puts like guilt on me. I was like, all right, like really, dude, even if it's fucking 10, 30 seconds.
It's a crazy thing, yeah. I noticed that too. And I feel like as humans, especially in 2021, we feel like, oh shit, like, how should I say? Every minute matters. And it does matter.
Yeah.
But
you can't stress out about everything. If you do, dude, it's unhealthy.
You have 4 minutes to help someone sometimes,
Yeah. Or even if it's running into people that, in person or over social media. It's just, dude, shoot a message, see how that person's doing, check in on them.
Yeah, if you're gonna be sad at their funeral, make sure that you did something about their happiness, or else just watch from the sidelines and don't put your hands out for anything from that person, and just appreciate them, like, like I don't know if I'm ever gonna talk to fucking, I don't know, Jay-Z. I still fuck with him, but I can't have my hand out around him. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just saying, get what you give, and you get what you give to yourself, especially with shit. Overall, what's happening on the podcast right now, some community and education. And the better quality of your community is the better quality of your education. And so, if you have that, then you got better tools to operate in life with than someone who's talking with people who don't give a fuck about anything. And so who wins and who loses? I don't know. What are you fucking giving yourself? What ability are you giving yourself? You studying? No? Okay. Well, let's count for that. All right. Do you have any friends who are influencing you positively? No? Okay. So,
like new ones, dude. Like,
are you paying attention to your health of your body? No? Okay. You eating
healthy
quality food? No? Okay.
I'm eating fucking fast food all the time.
Looks like you're gonna fucking die and have a frustrated existence at a less than satisfactory degree. So are you happy with that? No? Alright, well there's 4 things you can do. You can get a better group of friends. You can know what you're doing in life to the degree where someone asks you and you have an answer in 16 seconds. And you can eat better. And you can do some push-ups. If you can't do push-ups, you can do some squats. You can't do some squats, you do some planks. You can't do some planks, you can do some deep breathing. You can't do some deep breathing, you can think positively. If you can't think positively, then you're tripping.
Yourself.
You're tripping.
Like everyone knows what they need to do to correct their life. And I say correct their life as in they know they're making daily mistakes or daily digression in their life, knowing that if I change this one thing, my life would be better, but I'm not going to invest the time in today. If it doesn't matter to you today, it's not going to be urgency tomorrow, it's not going to be goal in 2 days from now, then it's not going to be pretty much on your mind the 4th, 5th day, then it's not even going to matter. Like for me, like I've realized everything that I needed to do. If I was a lazy piece of shit about it, the more I got pissed off about myself, like, hey, clean up your diet. Be more consistent with,
you're like, damn,
different shit, yeah. And everyone knows what they need to do. Take 10, 30 seconds looking at yourself in the mirror without your phone and just do some deep thinking. All right, do I physically, am I healthy? You don't need a 6-pack, 22-inch arms. You don't need a perfect, body physique. Am I healthy? Do I eat good? No. That affects you. Do I exercise? No, that affects you.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and you can look at those same things that are negative and flip the script.
Yeah, just say, hey, what's my wrong? Where's my right? Simple. Simple.
It's the same category.
Yeah.
You're only gonna have one financial category. You're only gonna have specific behaviors. You can't save money and not save money. So you just choose the direction, and it's like a muscle. All right, you want to work the spending without saving and without investing muscle, then it's gonna be automatic. It's like your brain is programmed for your habits to make it easier for you, so you don't have to think. It's your responsibility to understand yourself and your brain. And I don't know if someone told you different, But I'm telling you right now, that before you die, while you still have a fighting chance to do some shit that you want to do, take some fucking control. God damn it. You know?
Just do it, you know?
Pull that shit together.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say easier said than done, because it's not easier, and I don't give a fuck. It's the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
And find some people to help you.
Yeah.
Don't panic if you're having trouble, because if you increase 1% for a year, 3 times better.
Yeah.
So give yourself 3 months. You know, don't expect it in 2 days.
Discipline. Don't reward yourself every fucking day. If you didn't earn it, you didn't earn it. No.
But you always deserve.
Everyone deserves better in their life where it's at. It's just if you work for it.
Yep.
If you work for it, then yeah, you will get it.
Then you receive it, yeah.
Then you will get it to the way that you want. But if you don't work for it, then don't even think about it, because you're just brain fucking yourself, you know.
And that's
task and approval. If you're giving yourself task and approval, you know, like, yeah, this is good enough. No, it's fucking not.
You know what's good enough.
Yeah.
And that
drive. And what is good enough? Settling, being satisfied forever? No. You know, you always should want to raise the bar at least 1%. at least 1%.
And I'm talking 100%
at least. At least 1%.
At least 6 million percent.
I mean, at least 1%. You know, it's just like, all right, like, come on.
All right, well, it's been real, y'all. This is a ZNR podcast. Zach and Raymond signing out, here to try to give you some fucking sauce in life that you may not have got.
Done.
Episode 1. All right.
Catch you guys episode 2.
Episode 2.
Get your shit together.
Yup, episode 2, get your shit together, because we just going deep. We going deep.